Greetings, guys. Apollo Creed here, voice of the common man. Hope you're all well. Big love to all my subscribers, commenters, sharers, and likers and donators. You are the real, spreading the word of the common man. So, how's everybody doing, people? Apollo's got COVID. He tested for COVID. Haven't been too well, but here we go. We'll go through this tonight. It's an open panel for a bit. If anyone wants to jump on as well. And we'll have a bit of a chat. So then, hey, Mr. Mongroy. So, what have you been up to, Pop-Up Pirate? Hey, you absolute mug. That's what you are, lad. And we're going to get into you in a bit. And all I'll say is, up the sayers, up the sayers, up the sayers. All right? The real deal, pad. The real deal. You absolute fool. You foolish, foolish man. You foolish, foolish man. And you, Burke Skett. You're a fool, aren't you? And we'll get into talking about a bit about that Decker Heggie interview before. I thought it was going to be an interview just about a fight. Seemed a bit more than that to me. Who hurt the dog, bro? What a sicko. What do you mean? Tell you what, right? And I'll update you so you know the score, right? Now, that video that's out there as well of, what should we call him? What should we call Mr. H? We'll call him Jabba the Hutt. Yeah. So that one going around of Jabba the Hutt in the car saying, following Big Red in Walker. Yeah. That was off months and months and months ago. That is nothing to do with this whatsoever. That was off months ago. So that's nothing. The Land Rover, you see, running into people's houses as well. Nothing to do with it either. And on the yard where the dog's dead, nothing to do with it either. These are just stuff people are putting up to try and make a YouTube narrative that there's some kind of war going on. But that doesn't apply one bit. I mean, this Jabba the Hutt, he's a grade A student, isn't he? Mr. Jabba the Hutt. Puts his face on everything, puts his hands on everything on the cameras, even puts his voice on things as well. You know what I mean? And I saw you, Burke Skett. I saw you, lad. Exactly. PD in the chat. Yeah, nothing to do with this whatsoever. I saw you, Burke Skett. I saw you running across the road. First one in, first one out. I saw you, lad. Trying to smash a couple of windows, mate. Do you think that makes you a big man, lad? You all ran like little scared kitties when JHS came out, didn't you? You ran like scared little kitties. And then looked to me like there was a bit of attempted murder going on. Yeah, but no. No. All I'll say is tried and tested at the highest level, you absolute fool. And I'll tell you what, got to watch what I'm saying here. But you're an absolute gimp, lad, Burkett. Do you think it makes you hard? I saw your post. Going on about what real men will do. Well, I tell you, where I'm from, mate, real men don't run around and smash a few windows. You know what I mean? That's kid stuff to me, mate. Kid stuff, smashing a few windows and then running off like a scared little kitty. Get real, lad. Absolutely pathetic work. Work of teenagers. Absolute mug. And yes, a 37-year-old man was arrested today. And guess what? Jabba the Hutt is 37 years old as well. That's the criminality of you guys, you know what I mean? You absolute amateur pussies, lad. That's what you are. All right. We'll have a look here. See what the difference is between them and you, lad. See what the difference is. Stuff like this. See where we're at here. Little bit of difference between what you're known as, Mr. Mongroy. You absolute grass. That's what you are. And that's the difference with them. No, they don't need to tell the police nothing. No. Just get on with it. But that's certified people, unlike you, Paddy. You know what I mean? Coming out with your absolute pony. Like I say, that's the difference. Though the notorious Hardman says he would not support a prosecution. Exactly, because they're not gases. The police turned up off their own accord after what everybody witnessed, all right? Unlike you are a copper's pencil. I've got everything on you that's coming out soon as well. Like, come try smash my windows. You know I am. Come try it. And at the end of the day, that's what's happening. It's all coming out about you, mate. You're an absolute stinking mess. Sitting there on YouTube trying to make out you're a has-been nobody, mate. You had to get out of Newcastle. You're hated. And let me tell you another thing, Mr. Mongroy. We all know why your ex, what she got on you, because of that on the computer. We all know that's why you weren't allowed to see your kid, because there was something on there because of that on your computer. And that's all coming as well. You absolute freak. Do they look bothered? La? Nah, I don't think so. You're an absolute joke. There we have it, people. This is the measure of Mr. Mongroy. Look what he's put here on his own community post. Tony Burkett, caught on CCTV, attacking Winter Hill headquarters. You've put that on yourself, la. Big man Tony Burkett, who can run across the road with a baseball bat, hit a couple of windows, and then run off. Jabba the Hutt. It sounded like you were terrified, mate. Did you hear you? When you thought he was coming out the side of the building. Side! You absolute kitties. Pathetic individuals, la. Absolute joke. Let's have a look here. Take that off now. But yeah, someone in the back called Peter Rabbit. Don't know who you are, mate. Show your face. Show your face or you can't come on. We've got enough Apollos out there. Show your face, mate. You know, can't let you on, mate. You're not showing your face. Yeah, jump on if anyone wants to come on. Get in the back and we'll have a chat. I was just listening to that Decker Heggie interview. It was a bit strange, wasn't it? That, I don't know, I thought it was going to be about a fight. Seemed more of an ass-licking exercise to me, if I'm honest with you. You know what I mean? Seemed a lot of buddy and my mate, and oh yeah, my mate buddy. Whoa. No. I don't like that caper. One bit. You know what I mean? It's all the buddy and stuff. But, yeah, who knows what's going to happen with that fight. To be honest, I'm losing less interest by the day. Really am. Don't know what's going on with it. Maybe it'll go, maybe it won't. Who knows? But, yeah, strange goings on anyway. Strange goings on, la. Bear with me. All right, mate. How are you? All right, mate?
I'm all right. What have I missed? Is it just that house getting, well, I wouldn't even say attacked, but tickled?
Yeah, well, exactly, tickled. But, yeah, that's all that's
you
gone
think
on.
they would have, like, reversed, didn't you? Or, like, they would have fucking, I don't know, took a truck to it, or...
To me, mate, it was operations of someone trying to look a bit hard, but they were scared little people, really. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. I mean, that's not, you know, it's weak, but there was kids behind those windows and that. It's out of order. You know what I mean? It's just...
When was that? Was that yesterday or the day before it happened?
That was yesterday, yeah.
I seen the Traveller pages were sharing it, but they put up that it wasn't Travellers. I don't think it was anything to do with Travellers, but they shared it.
Oh, no. Yeah, they'll shared it. But the thing was, that happened, and then there's loads of other stuff going out there that people are putting videos up, and that is to do with travellers and stuff. It's nothing to do with this event. The only thing that happened that's to do with this event is what happened at their house yesterday, and that's it. There's nothing else. These fake ones of the dog and yards and JCB and all of that. Load of rubbish. It's nothing to do with it, mate, and I can guarantee you that. Nothing to do with it whatsoever.
No, that fight's definitely on Sunday, because some people I know are going down to the fight. They're travelling from Scotland to go down.
Oh,
there's
right.
a couple. There's Matt Legg, the old boxer. He's already.
Yeah.
He knows the location as well now.
So do you think it'll be in a 12-foot ring or not?
12-foot ring. Apparently, it's a 12-foot ring. He was Decca's. I forgot he was Decca's corner man when he fought against. Remember Julius Francis?
Yeah, I saw him the other day knocking someone out.
I seen him. He gave Army of Khan's cousin a jab.
Nearly 60 years old he is as well now, but nice right hook, wasn't it?
He's a beast of a guy.
You should have done that
Yeah.
against Mike Tyson.
I think his bottle went. Nah, I've been away. I'm down at the coast. I just didn't know if anything had happened today. I thought something else had happened. Is that it?
Yeah, that was it, mate. Just yesterday, all the rest, just people just putting stuff up to try and create a narrative. Yeah.
Any channels been struck in? Any channels been struck today?
No, not that I'm aware of, mate. Not that I'm aware of. I can't think now. Nah, not
Getting crazy. It's fucking. Did you see that shit that Humble Dryer put up a picture of Goodfellas?
I saw that, Anton.
Like, what the fuck, man? If you can go into a guy's Facebook, find a picture of him, send him a message.
Yeah, I don't know where Anton is because obviously the cesspit hasn't been on either, so I don't know what he's saying.
He's went on the internet, found a picture of the guy, found out who he is, and then put a picture of him up and says, "Send me your phone number." Like, fucking hell, mate. Add him on Facebook and phone him yourself.
Is it definitely even him though? You know what I mean?
No, it's him. He already said that's him.
Oh, it is him.
Oh, Goodfellas says that's. I'm not even going to say nothing, but if he wants to find him, all he's got to do is fucking listen to a few recordings. It tells you where he lives, where he works, and everything. It's no hard. Obviously, fucking donut balls no cover.
Fighting Irish in the chat. Yeah, Fighting Talk UK channel got hit by Watermouth today.
Wow. Do you know about them? Do you know about Dan and him as well? They've got history as well.
What, him in buggies?
But he went on with buggies. There's a recording of them that's still up. Basically, he went on with buggies and started having a go at buggies about something. I can't remember what it was. This was like about a month and a half ago. And obviously Dan's gone to the fight and he's not. So he's done that just out of badness, isn't he? No, but I was at the day. I don't even want to tell people what I do for a living. I don't want to give anybody any information. These are all fucking weirdos.
Best way.
I was at the day. I worked with a few travellers with there. We were moving some shit today. We're doing the coast now, but a few of them were on the phone as well, passing messages to go to buggies as well. I don't know who they were phoning, but it's people in buggies area. Because people are confused. He's no for Drumchapel. People keep putting this up. He's no for Drumchapel and he's no for Clydebank either. He's no for any place. He's for close to there, but he's no for there. But they were putting out shit today as well, saying that it needs to stop. There's fucking everybody's watching this. People are watching this.
But this is what I don't understand. You know what I mean? There is serious people watching it, and at the end of the day, how you can take praise and being a grass, I do not know. And then actually to shout from the hills about it is absolutely crazy.
He's trying to say he's not a grass because the people are attacking his wife, and that's out of order. But at the end of the day, I don't care what anybody says, and people might disagree with me. I don't care if you like me or hate me, but I'm not calling Decker a nonce. I'm not calling Burkett a nonce. I'm calling Burkett a child beater. I'm calling Decker a women groper. I'm going to call people with shit they're actually charged with, rather than fucking making stuff up. Now it's ridiculous. Everybody's a fucking nonce. If you've got an opinion on the internet and somebody else doesn't like it, you're a nonce, you're a grass, you're a bacon.
I know. That's where it's come to. Like when I started out trying to do what I was doing, it seems to have just developed into everything now. And it's like, it is a bit crazy, like what some people are accusing each other of. You know what I mean? It really is. But you just have to call it for the people that they are. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's because, you know what it is as well? You know, when someone says bacon, I know what a bacon is, but then other people will say, oh, well, he's a bacon for doing that. He's a bacon for doing that. And it gets, the word loses, you know, because they're calling anybody a bacon for anything.
But this is the thing. I was confused. I was asking cesspit and shit the other day. I was asking people, but nobody wanted to give me a straight answer. But you tell it as it is. To me, a bacon is somebody who grasses to the coppers. Only to the coppers is a bacon. Yeah. Somebody who touches children is a nonce, and somebody who are a beast. So you're either a beast or you're a grass, and if you're a grass, you're a bacon. But people are like, oh no, a bacon's a nonce. And I'm like, wait a minute, it's all getting confused. It's like,
I think they need to bring out a YouTube dictionary with some meanings for words.
Like we all live in different places, but surely it's universal. And in Scotland, if you go to jail in Scotland even if you hit your missus and you go to jail, you usually end up in a certain jail. You don't go to like normal jail. Whereas in England, people people go to jail for crimes like that and they have to get put on the numbers. In Scotland, you're automatically sent to a jail and locked in a cell away from people.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
So you know anybody who's in that jail is a beast. You don't go to that jail unless you're a beast.
What was your views on Decker? Like in general, as a person,
I've followed bare knuckle boxing for a long, long time. I used to go to a lot of the B-Bad back in the day, and I've been to a few of the
Andy
events.
Tocliffe's show. Back in the day.
I've been to a few of them. I've been to the ones with the Bales. I've been to some in Wales as well. There's a few promotions. There's a promotion that runs out of Huddersfield as well down south. There's a few of them, and I always liked Decker. I always thought Decker was good. But don't get me wrong, he's done what he's. I don't know, because I couldn't tell you, because I've not seen his fucking charge sheet the same as anybody else. So I can only accuse the guy of what I know, and that's that he groped a woman in a toilet, which is fucking sick. So to me, he's a groper. I can't even call him a serial groper, because I don't know how many he's groped. He's definitely groped one woman that we know. Everything else is just speculation. But I wouldn't trust him. I wouldn't trust him to walk my dog, never mind babysit my kids.
Did you listen to the Fight and Talk UK interview with him?
I've seen his interview with Dan.
I caught a bit of it tonight, you know what I mean? And I thought it was just going to be mainly about fighting, but it seemed to be sort of like to try and get across what he wasn't, you know what I mean? And I don't know. I'm not sure how that sits with me at the moment.
Everybody seems to, like, I don't know how many people actually know the story of what went on with Decker. Decker was getting accused of being an onslaught for Danny Christie, to the point where Danny Christie went to jail for constantly fucking getting on at Decker and calling him names, to the point where Decker did go to the coppers and did graft him in and did say, look, this guy is targeting me. I live with my mum and dad. There's shit coming to the house. And the police put Danny Christie in jail for it. Danny Christie went to jail, got out of jail, and then had a straightener.
Hello there, guys. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, lad.
I don't think a lot of people know Danny Christie went to jail for fucking... I don't even want to say what happened, but Decker's house and shit got attacked, didn't it? Loads of stuff happened.
Yeah, so I heard.
Is this the right channel to put the world to rights?
Yeah, if you want.
How you doing, guys? All right?
Yeah, good, mate. Cheers.
All good, mate. All good.
How you doing, bud? I hear the Scottish accent. Where are you from, mate?
Glasgow.
Whereabouts?
Southside.
I'm up in East Kilbride. I'm not far for you.
Aye, kind of Glasgow, innit? It's like Birkenhead, but it's to Liverpool.
So what's the discussion about? I've just switched on.
I was coming on to find out what had happened today, because I haven't clicked on all that just to see what was happening, but it's just the same old. Everybody's a bacon, channels getting shut down.
Yeah, YouTube wars.
what was that about in Newcastle? I seen something happened in the East End of Newcastle.
It was basically the Sayers got their house attacked, basically. Well, I say attacked. They ran across the road and smashed a few windows out with baseball bats and hightailed it. And that was about it. And then they tried to, one of them tried to run him over, like the main man himself. They tried to run over. And he was lucky. Have you seen that? Where he just got out the way of the car. It was unbelievable. He nearly got sandwiched between two cars. But
I've seen that one clip, that wee clip. And I noticed at the end, when they were running in the motor with the squeaky voice, run.
He sounded petrified, didn't he?
Yeah. It sounded like they were the ones who were running.
It was. Well, as soon as he came out of his place and he came out to confront them, and they all hightailed it as soon as he came out, and that was one man. You know what I mean? And he's 59 years of age now, so there you go.
The clip I seen, there must be more the way you're talking. You seen the boys coming out the car and running over to is it a shop or a house, and they smashed it up, and somebody came out the side doors.
Yeah,
that's the one.
That was the man himself. Yeah.
Is there other clips as well?
There's different angles. That's all, but I think that's about it for that, mate. Just different angles of it. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I don't really know anything about that guy either. Sayers, to be honest with you, I don't really know much about.
Well, there's a lot of big families in Newcastle. There's a lot of respected families up there in Newcastle. There is. I'm not just going to say they are, but they were like the prime, the top of the tree at the time.
And then they're quite a big, well-known family there.
They still are. Still are.
Sure,
Just that they've come out of that. They've come out of that game now. They're straight men, but we'll see.
As straight as you can be.
That's it. But just crazy antics. And I mean, look at this. I'll put it on the screen. You've got Mr. Mongroy himself putting on there that Mr. Bucksket did it. Look.
I heard that, aye.
It's on the screen now. He's actually glassing his own mate up. He's glassing his own mate up. Says here on the post he put out himself, Tony Burke caught on CCTV attacking the Winter Hills headquarters. That's the nickname they give them. But,
so there's actually CCTV as well.
Is that coming for One Eye Jack?
Well, yeah, I've put it on the screen. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if other people can.
I can't focus in on it. I'm on my phone, so... is he thinking that's funny, putting that up there, blaming his pal?
Well, it's strange, isn't it?
Christ, you don't need pals like that, do you?
I know, Paddy and that sales, they don't get on, but come on to fuck, man, you don't.
It's a bit wild.
I'm starting to think it's a whole setup by the flipping feds. Strange. Less said about that, the better, but it's very strange.
I try to clean Newcastle.
Something going on.
Did you? I caught another thing with Dean Lynch fraud. He was saying that there's no way, it's only pay-per-view, nobody's getting to see it. Is that the new rules or what?
Aye, well, Dean's put the old pay-per-view. Dean's got a production team gone with him. Dean's got the people who done 3D Fight Club. That's the guys who are doing his filming. Dean's going to be taking people down there thinking that they're filming that and set. Dean will be selling that pay-per-view and nobody will be buying it.
Christ, the last pay-per-view at the first 3D Fight Club, that was a ramshackle, was it? No, that failed.
It didn't even work. If it doesn't work when you're inside a Manchester with internet, it's certainly not going to work on a traveller site.
No.
Using you're going to be using your 3G to try and stream a fight. People are really going to struggle. There's one guy, I don't know if he's watched the bare knuckle boxing. There's a guy called Harper. He does Joe Joyce's films. Have you watched Joe Joyce's films? They're all filmed by a guy called Harper Video. That guy knows what he's doing. He takes down like 4K cameras and I don't know what he does. He must take down like a motor and put a booster box or something in it. But he actually can stream fights and like on 4K quality. So I don't know if he's there, then guaranteed if he films it on Harper Videos on YouTube, you'll get that uploaded and it'll be 4K all the time. I don't know. People are talking about filming it on a phone. If somebody films that on a phone, you're going to get like 240p.
I don't see Decca making nothing out of that. I don't think they'll split the purse with him.
Nah, there's no money. I don't know. There's people betting. I think there's bets on it, and I don't know if they say they were putting 1,500 quid on.
But there'll be profits on the pay-per-view.
I don't know how much. Dean Lynch started. Did you know? See what he said? They spent 70 grand on the production for 3D Fight Club.
Oh fuck!
They were robbed. 70 grand on that. Fuck no! They said they spent 70 grand in their out of pocket. They need somebody like traveller fights when they're filmed. Most of them are filmed just on a mobile phone at 240p. That's how most of them are filmed. Yeah. And then they're filmed and then uploaded. But if you're trying to stream that live, somebody's going to need to like think about that before. If somebody just turns up with an iPhone and thinks they're going to film that and put that on their YouTube page and it's going to work, they're fucked because it won't.
I thought that whoever was putting the pay-per-view up, they would get an earner out of that. They would profit off it, and I don't see them splitting that with Decca. So I think, and this is only me thinking, that Decca would be perfectly within his rights to say, "Screw yous, fights off. I'm no lining your pockets if I'm getting middle of a donut."
No, Decca said he wants to stream it for free. He doesn't want the pay-per-view on it.
I know he doesn't want it, but the Joyce wants it, doesn't he? Hello?
No, Dean Lynch Ward. I think Dean Lynch Ward wants paid for fighting. You can't call a man out and then expect a wage for it.
No, true. You're right.
It's crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy.
When you see the busies over there, it'll end up not happening.
Nah, I'm starting to think that it doesn't even happen anywhere near that site. Do any of you seen Willie Joyce? Do any of you know who William Joyce is?
Yeah.
No.
Is he flown over?
If you're going to Fighting Talk being took down, Fighting Talk had interviews with him and stuff. And the other day he was interviewing Dean Lynch and William was in the chat and William said, "Look, people are invited to the fight. People will come to the fight. but it doesn't mean you get to watch the fight. Going on to the site when a fight happens is completely different from watching the fight.
So
People think that
it could be 10 mile away.
Dean's taking down, like, he said he was taking down like 6 people or 7 people, but maybe all of them will not get to the fight. Only his cameraman and his coach might get to the fight.
Right.
And then it'll be people for the site that will go to the fight. Whoever the fair play man is, whoever site it is, it's their people who watch the fight usually. That's the way it usually happens, unless it's an open fight. An open fight means anybody can turn up, and it's not an open fight.
Right.
But William said people will all be invited down to the fight. Look, Joe Kidd's gone down. I don't know if Joe Kidd will actually get to watch the fight. They might take them away and then bring them back.
There's been that many different explanations for what's happening, this, that, and the next thing. You don't know where you're.
I don't know. They might just have an open fight on the site.
Yeah, it was crazy though, wasn't it? Like hearing people like Dodgy Dave saying he's going down and Burksket and people like that. I was like, what? Like, surely they wouldn't even be allowed anywhere near us.
No, their characters tarnished, to say the least.
Well, Matt Legg put up a video. Fighting Talks put up a video. Joe Kidd put up a video saying they were invited. They got a message telling them you're invited to the fight by the people whose site it is. So that's completely different from thinking on the internet that you're turning up.
Aye. You've got a point.
It's crazy, lad. It's absolutely crazy, lad.
I was watching the other night. I don't know. I think it was on yours, Apollo. I think the lassie Paula Benny.
Yeah.
God, she's a lot to say, that lassie.
It gets crazy, doesn't it? Like when people are talking over each other and that, it's pointless. I think sometimes you've just got to slow down, haven't you?
Yeah.
That word confuses me, man. Confuses me. The first night when I seen her on that, honestly, I went to sleep that night and I thought, that you poor bastard, man, you absolute poor bastard. And then see the next day, I thought to myself, wait a minute, man, she's a fucking live wire. She's
a hot, you know.
What's happening, 3D Fight Fan?
What's happening, Apollo?
Oh, there he is. I just texted you, 3D Fight Fan, about. You asked me. You text me. Who are you? What do you mean by that, mate? It was about Dean Lynch words, and I was saying, I hope you're not earning money, and you better be honourable.
What, I don't know, mate. I haven't answered it yet.
No, you not read it.
No, not yet. No, mate.
I'm not even going to ask you about Dean Lynch words. Do you think Dean Lynch words going to win?
Well, I hope he wins, yeah.
So big silence.
Aye, I think he's fucking.
He gets steamrolled.
I think he's pissing in a river and he's going to drown. Seriously, I don't particularly like Decker. I don't know Decker. I don't know Dean. I don't know any of them. To be honest, all I've seen is shit on the internet. To be fair, so I'm going to take it as a fair fight between two guys. One of them's groped a woman and one of them's a mouthpiece. So it's a fight between two people who. But when I just look at them, don't get me wrong, I don't know nothing about Dean. Of course, he can hand his hands up. He must be able to hand his hands up. He wouldn't even be doing kickboxing and that unless he knows how to fight. But I just think you're up against a guy who's a fucking seasoned fighter. Like,
and a 12-foot ring as well. There's nowhere to go.
And fit now, fit.
Listen, let's not be silly about it. Do you know what I mean? Like Dean's in for a fucking rough day at the office there, no doubt. But yeah, obviously I want Dean to win, but he's in for an hard time, no doubt.
It could end up a fight like Becca Danny, couldn't it?
How big's Dean Lynch Ward? How tall is he?
He's about 5 feet 8 or 5 feet 9. He's no big.
Yeah, I reckon 5'9", 5'10", yeah. But
so about the same height as Decker. About the same height as Decker, isn't he?
He's smaller than Decker.
He must be giving away a few stone though to Decker. He must be.
Well, Decker tonight on Fighting Talk UK said it, but he's saying he's 16 stone. Is that what he said? I think
Dean is or Decker.
I think Dean's probably lucky if he pushes 15 stone, really, if he's putting weight on. But it's going to be a tough day for Dean. But obviously, I want Dean to win. Obviously, I'm Team Dean, but we'll see what happens. You know what I mean?
It's just the experience, and I mean, I know whatever. I haven't seen any of Dean fights, but it's just Decker's being sort of like on the circuit. He's got the experience, hasn't he? And I don't know if Dean's going to be able to do that bare knuckle with him. I just can't see him going through Decker. I just can't. But that's my opinion.
Decker was sparring John Docherty
Yeah, quality fighter, wasn't he? Him.
John Doherty took one loss and then ended up with Alcester. I don't know if Alcester's a Russian boxing promoter who's based in Southampton, and he took Doherty, had some fights with Doherty, and then Doherty's a good fighter. Like, he's a really good fighter. And he'll be putting it on Decker. Like, he will.
Yeah.
So, like, and he's a strong boy.
I think Dean might have better boxing skills because Decker's a slugger, but I just think Decker's too powerful for him in such a small ring.
You can't. The only thing Dean can do is try and jab him in the head and bust that cut open, like really, and no get hit. Because you can't hit him. As soon as Dean hits him with a jab and goes 2 steps back, he's on the ropes, and then Decker's going to unload. So
aye, that's the way I see it as well.
Ring, a 16 or 8 foot ring, 18 foot ring, then probably aye, but 12 foot ring, that's.
Well, there's the 3 lads there.
I put a post out earlier about a vote thing about Decker. It had over 2,000 votes, and I think 90% of it would pick Decker to win. So shows you how many thousands of people are supporting Decker to win. So we're not supporting him. Think he'll win, but yeah, I think it's unanimous, that one. I'd be amazed if Dean did it. I'd be fucking amazed. I would.
I'd be very, very surprised.
I don't know if he's been forced into this fight now. I don't know if Mr. Dougie's saying, like, you've got to fight now. I don't know. It's strange because he's meant to be being booted out of the 3D scene now, isn't he? If that's true or not.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's right.
It's a strange one.
Has he been booted off, or is he? I heard him saying that he had to tell Dougie that he couldn't commit to 3D Fight Club because he was too much in training. Do you think that's a lot of pony?
I do, yeah, because he's anywhere where there's a quid Dean, I would think. Anywhere where there's a quid. You know what I mean? So, I don't know.
They blamed each other, didn't they? Dougie went on a live and said, no, Dean was in charge of paying fighters.
That's
Dean
right,
what he thought they were worth. And then I heard Dean saying that's 70 grand for the production on 3D Fight Club. I don't know who they got to do that, if it cost him 70 grand.
It wouldn't even cost you that to hire the hall, bar staff. It wouldn't cost £70,000, wouldn't it? No.
Well, I don't know. Boilers where it was at. I don't know what the price was, but I can imagine it's a few fair quid there. And then obviously you've got all the other stuff on top. I don't know.
I guarantee you, right? I bet you if somebody phoned Bowles and asked them, I bet you it cost them absolutely nothing. I bet you all they did was provide their own ring, set it up, and everybody bought drinks and put money in there. It doesn't cost you. It doesn't cost you. You don't give somebody 10 grand and then everybody turns up and buys drinks. Usually, you get the place for free, unless you're high on somewhere like the O2.
And they live off the bar.
Aye, they mainly live off the bar. That's how most things work. And sometimes they might take something on the tickets, but they're not charging you. You're not paying 10 grand to rent the bowlers, and you're not spending 60 grand on the guy who set the cameras up. You never even had an internet connection.
Fight Club fan. Were you Club fan? Were you at the first 3D Fight Club one? Were you there?
Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
And was it a good crowd there, or was it empty?
It wasn't empty. I'd say it was probably half full. I think a lot of people stayed away because of the reputation the guys have around them parts. It was a really good night, though. To be fair, the guys treated me with the utmost respect to my wife, and it was a really good night. I just hope that. I've got a bit of information I'm going to post actually tomorrow on 3D Fight Club 2. And obviously, I would say from 3D Fight Club 1, the main things that went wrong is the fighters' pay. It should have been addressed. I can't defend that because it was wrong, 100%. 100% it was wrong. And the live stream that went down, I think besides them 2 factors, it would have been a bit of a success. For me, what the guys should have done is just took the bullet and just fucking paid the guys afterwards. But obviously, whatever has happened. It's not for me to say that. But 3D Fight Club 2, I've got the card here, what I'm going to release tomorrow, and it looks pretty stacked, to be fair. Ex-UFC fighters and all sorts of shit.
Oh, interesting. What happened to the documentary, though? Sorry, not the documentary. The exposure they were going to come out with about the guy who robbed all the money. Is that now to come with that, though, has it?
Somebody called Kevin, wasn't it?
To be honest, mate, I've been pushing it myself. I don't know what's happening, but I can't really comment on it.
They've got to address these things. They're not going to just go away. And, there was that many contradictions made about, with this fighter, you got what you were paid, what you were worth. And then it turned into the being scammed. And I was like, come on, lads, now, you're men. You know, where you're supposed to be men. Let's just talk sense here. But it's all about reputations and stuff, isn't it? But I just found that ridiculous. There was too many contradictions and nothing's come out what they said about being robbed. So to me, that's just pony.
If they overestimated everything, they should just say that. We get our pants pulled down, we overestimated, we made no money, and that's it. We're having another go.
Well, yeah, you should do. Hopefully, well, we'll see, won't we, off the second one, if they do it right or not, and then fair play. But it's a waiting game, isn't it?
Is that in Bowlers again?
Yeah. So the second one's in Bowlers, 19th of August, I think. 19th of August. Actually, just text me. So the expose is still coming. They've just been concentrating on the website rebuild, so the expose is still coming. I can't give you a date on that, but it's still coming. Yeah.
Have they got a good card for the two?
Yeah. So like the main fight, the heavyweight fight, is Santa Forte against Shannon Rich, and just them two alone have got like
Shannon Rich.
Yeah, Shannon Rich.
He's been fighting for ages, hasn't he, Shannon Rich? I saw him on I can't remember what show he was on recently. Well, not recently, but it was a proper bare knuckle show, and he's for a man what he looks like in his age, he can bang. Like, he had a good fight with a younger kid. He's decent, like, for an older man. Yeah,
I think the last fight he had was the BKFB or whatever it's called in London.
Yeah.
It was the last one he had. Yeah. He's a good fighter. And that Shannon Forte though, Santa Forte. If you look him up, mate, he can fucking bang.
Yeah, interesting.
He's a good fighter.
Fight Club. Have you ever been to any Hector's events?
No, I haven't, mate. No.
I would like to go and I'd like to see both of them and compare them. I know one's been running a wee bit longer, but I would like to see how much better it was or wasn't.
Well, see, there's all this shit going around with Hector and Dean and stuff like that. I'm trying to stay away from it, to be fair. But what I can say about the events, what I've seen, obviously I was at 3D Fight Club 1, and it was a really good event. I'm not just trying to push it because, like, I remember the guys. Compared to the Friday Night Fight Club, it was night and day, to be fair.
Someone's just sent in a £4.49 there. Big respect, you don't have to, but he must want his question answered. And, it's disappeared. He said he said something like Decker's confirmed 2 hours ago that he'll be definitely streaming the fight live, but his comments disappeared now, so I can't see it. But
you seen him on the train. You seen him on the train today on his way down to Oxford, and he was quite adamant he was streaming it on his Facebook channel.
Let's just hope when they get down there, they're not going to just start arguing about who can stream it.
Aye, a bitch fest about who's filming.
See, Decker will saying he put it on for free and that. He'll get good money off the views, because that will get some views. Big views.
Aye.
Yeah. Close to 1 million, probably. So,
what was the numbers on the Christie fight? Does anybody know them offhand?
I don't know. I just heard he made 20 grand off it, like.
That's nice.
Did Dickie, but I don't know if it's true 100%. Ash McGiffin, where's that? See what Ashley's saying. He won't be streaming the fight, I've been told on good authority. Oh, well, there you go.
That's the guy that's involved with the 3D, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's the general manager of 3D now.
It was funny the other day, Ashley, I saw you, mate, when Dr. Akpul apparently was saying stuff about me, and he's saying he wanted to fight me on 3D, and you were like, there's no way you'll get on 3D, lad. that was quite funny, like, after last time. But, yeah, man, it's all up in the air, isn't it? We'll all find out soon. It's only 2 days away now.
We're going on about who's going to film it. It'll be on YouTube 7 o'clock Sunday night.
I can't wait to see it. I hope it does.
No, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I know, so I'm the same. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
It's just took ages, hasn't it? Like when Danny Christie fought him, it was done quickly, wasn't it? This one, we've had to wait ages.
Yep.
Hopefully,
Fighting Irish and DG Backup, they were on a live today. One of them's got a stream going.
Yeah.
I think that was the first one they done today.
Respect. Ashley, that pull is a proper ball bag, mate. Don't know, he was just going on about me for ages. I've never even spoke to the bloke, and then he seemed to get really emotional about me and was like spitting feathers, and I was like, whatever, mate, you know what I mean? Like, chill yourself out, mate. It's YouTube. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm pretty new to all this, and people really take it serious, don't they? It's fucking do or die stuff.
Like, mate, like, really serious. And it's just, there's a lot more to life, you know what I mean?
Aye,
you just come on here for a bit of a buzz, but some people get entwined into it, and you see the mental health being affected, like
Certainly.
a few people.
Yep. What's his name be? Derek, the motorsports and buggery boy. He's went off his trolley a bit.
Seems that way. There's a few people left YouTube. It seems to have got to them, but I don't get what's actually getting to them. You know what I mean? I'm ill and I'm on COVID and I'm on here. No, but at the end of the day, I don't get why it messes with the mind that much. I really don't. But who knows? Who knows?
What's that? Ashley, you see in your chat, get a lot of shit, but it doesn't bother me like people think it does, especially Rackbill. Oh well. Big up, Ash.
Big up, Ashley. What's this? Fights free, don't pay bit. Yeah, it's just crazy. But I don't know how long.
Guys, I'm just going to stick a blunt together. I'm no away, so don't cut me out, right?
Yeah, no problem, man.
Cheers, mate.
So, Apollo, will you be at 3D Fight Club too?
No.
Obviously.
I can never show my face live. There's too many people want to kill me.
In general, like, anonymously.
Tell you what, I get about 30 emails a day giving me threats. It's quite funny, like. It's quite funny. Wake up on a morning, it's just, you're going to die. You're going to die. For what? For what? Tell me for what? Surely I haven't done something that bad. Apollo's army putting them all to bed. That's what it is, upsetting people. Who's in the background? Let's have a look. Ash T. Have a look here. How you doing, mate?
How we doing?
All right, mate. What's going on?
Still joined. What's going on?
We've just got another guy just joined us. So what's happening, mate? What do you want to say? What you thinking?
Who's come on?
This fella here, Ash T.
So what are we talking about? Anything goes, or is it a certain subject? I've just
talk about whatever you want, mate. You know what I mean? It's an open panel. You can talk about whatever you like.
So my interest is this Dean and Decker situation.
Yeah.
Go for it.
What's your views on how it's going to go down on Sunday?
I reckon Decker will dispatch of him. Decker will dispatch of him within 5 minutes. I think.
I see that Dean's put on Dougie's channel saying that it's only pay-per-view only, and Decker's not got a chance to. He's not going to have his way to stream it free. What's your thoughts on that?
I'm struggling to hear him.
Right, that's all right, Apollo.
You what, mate?
Can I answer that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would say if Ash is on here saying he's got good authority that Decker won't be streaming it, I would say that's gospel, to be fair.
Okay.
That's like you'll feel hard, don't you?
What's that?
You reckon?
Well, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
I can't hear you.
I think it's your side, boys. I think there's something wrong with your headphones or something.
Can you hear me?
Any better?
Yeah, I can hear you, mate. Yeah, that's a bit better now, mate. Yeah.
I can hear you and I can hear Fight Club, but I can't hear the other lad.
Yeah, it seems to me like I feel like, obviously, I'm not taking sides for anyone here, but it seems like Decker's going into deep water there. He's on his own.
It's a strange one, isn't it? There's so many things up in the air about it. People are just thinking wild things, but anything could happen, really. It's just crazy, isn't it? It's just crazy.
The worst thing that can happen is it doesn't happen.
I reckon it's going to happen. A lot of people are saying that Dean's going to pull out. He's not going to pull out because if he does...
Nah, no way. He's not going to pull out.
He makes himself look silly in front of everyone else. And same for Decker. I mean, obviously, everyone's seen that Decker's made his way there already. However, like I say, he's on his own. He's going in there in deep water. Obviously, the fair play man's relations to everyone else that's going to be there. So he's going to be nervous going in there.
Who, Dean?
No, Decker.
What do you think? Because of the reprisal?
What's that?
Do you think Decker will be thinking something's going to happen to him?
I reckon so, but obviously Decker's the type of man not to give a shit. He'll go anyway, but I reckon he's got that thought in the back of his mind. I mean, I think anyone would going into sort of like unknown territory. I think who was the new fair play man?
I think it's still the lad Joyce.
And yeah, it's not. Obviously, it was meant to be Joe Joyce, wasn't it? But he's pulled out now, and I think it's the other guy,
Paul Joyce.
Paul Joyce. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is he the big guy that normally does all the
Yeah. I've only ever heard good things about them. You know, fair play wise, it's always all been good. It's nothing, any scams involved. It's always they're very honourable, very fair, and you'll be safe.
Oh yeah, Paul Joyce is rated as one of the best fair play man in the country, isn't he? So he'll definitely get fair play, I think, once the fight starts.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I didn't know. Paul Joyce was an ex-boxer himself, a really good amateur. I didn't know that.
Have you seen the documentary Knuckle?
No, I haven't. I just heard a guy talking about it last night. A white guy, bald head. You would know him, but I just don't know his name. And it was him that switched me on it. And
there's a lot of Paul Joyce in that fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a couple of fights in that. It's that's a good documentary that I watched that years ago. It's really good.
I'll look.
It's James Quinn McDonough, isn't it, and all of that. It's really good, and then it's about the rivalry between him and the Joyces and stuff, and the Nevins. So it's quite an interesting watch. Like it really is.
Well, see, Dougie Joyce, YouTube Dougie Joyce. Is he a traveller or is he a gorger?
Yeah, he's a gorger. Yeah, he's got no. He doesn't hide the fact that he's a gorger. He's lived in a council estate all his life. Yeah, he's not a traveller. No.
So why do people associate him with traveller? Is his cousins travellers or something?
It's a family name, isn't it?
And that's all it is.
Yeah.
Oh, right. No, I'm not bringing them down through it. I was just curious.
Yeah. What's he saying that Apollo, who is Dean's fair play man, because it isn't Dougie now? Is that true?
No,
it's still Dougie. I can confirm it's still Dougie.
All right, fair play. Yeah, it's still Dougie. That's confirmed. La.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to find out what happens after the fight.
Cool. yeah, that's what I was thinking at one point. Yeah.
What will happen afterwards?
Yeah.
Well, I would like to think that Decker still gets treated fairly.
So is it now he doesn't have to show any paperwork? Is that right?
To be honest, I'm not sure what's going on with that. I've asked the question myself. I don't know if it's after the fight or what. I don't.
Because I've heard it was going to be paperwork, and then I've heard it doesn't matter about the paperwork, so it's a strange one, isn't it? But he doesn't have to show the paperwork to fight, in my opinion. But it was just with them saying it that they want to see it or whatever. Like
the whole reason at the beginning was the fight because he didn't have the paperwork. So
it
can't be no. You know what I mean? That was the start of the argument. So it can't be no. I'm not fighting you because you've got paperwork. You know what I mean?
I mean, I might be. Yeah, it's it's a strange one, isn't it? It's a strange one. I might be wrong about Dean. It just seems to me Dean's like trying to get out of this fight. I don't know if it's just me seeing that. It just seems there's a lot of barriers kept going up and going up and going up to try and make him sort of like say I'm not fighting you. And then it seems to me now it's got closer. Maybe Dougie's saying like, "You fucking better fight that. You have fucking got to fight now."
I feel like he's got no choice now. He can't pull out now because he just, like I said before, if he pulls out now, he's gonna not so much.
If he's on YouTube next week and he says he introduces himself as Dean Sweeney, he's fucked.
So what is obviously everyone that's obviously on the panel now? Obviously, I've been following it all from the start with the Decker thing and everything. Like, what's your opinions on Decker? Because obviously, everyone says that YouTube's like is the worst place for it all, and things get thrown up in the air and people make shit up and stuff like that.
Are you talking about the beast accusations?
Yeah, everything like that.
Well, I've yet to see anything that convinces me it's a definite. You know, what I mean, nothing's been shown or heard it's a definite. Even the phone calls where he's on the phone to his mum, he's saying to his mum, it looks as though I'm a serial offender. It doesn't say he is a serial offender.
Yeah,
I think the problem you have is when you have one person that then goes against them and starts spreading stuff, it's not so bad. But then when you have like, let's just say 50 different channels going at that one person, it makes the whole thing explode. and makes it look worse than it could possibly be. And that's not me saying that he's innocent, because he might not be, you know. But I think YouTube's the worst place for it, isn't it?
It baffles me, Apollo. I thought you had him. That seemingly people have went after him before to get this paperwork, but I thought the way you handled it, it was all on the cards. You were going to see the paperwork, and then for him to turn around and say, "I've lost my phone," he could have used the MD's phone. He could have used a fucking computer. He could have got in touch with you 1,000 ways.
Well, that's it. The thing I'll say about it, right, is, yeah, that all was going to go ahead, right, and then he promised me that I'd meet up with him. What's that background noise? 2 seconds. Is that me? Right. He said he would meet up with him, and then he would meet up with me, and then on the week he was meant to meet up with me, he totally disappeared. But there was other ways he could have got in contact. He could have used someone else's phone just to email me anything. You know what I mean? And he didn't. And I'm one of those people that you sort of get one chance with. That's just the way I am. I don't mess about for ages. You get a chance and that's it. And we were going to do the pot. What's that noise? Is that me?
I don't hear it. I don't hear any noise.
I can hear it. Yeah, it's not me though.
It's crackling, but it's not me either.
2 moments. I don't think it's me either. But yeah, we were going to meet. 2 seconds. I'll see if I mute this person. And it goes away. Right, can you hear me now, guys?
Yeah.
Right, it's boys. It's boys. Let me tell them. Right. Yeah, it's you, mate. It's something. Have you got headphones in?
Yeah.
I think it's your headphones, mate. Try coming back in and out.
Right now.
So it's just all the lines, the guy can ban you know. I wouldn't like to turn up my doorstep for sure. It's just all like tonight on his live, on that Fighting Talk UK's live, he's talking about mental health and stuff like that, and says it was section for 5 days. There's no such thing as a section for 5 days in my eyes. You have 136, which is 24 hours, and then you have other sections. It's just all the bollocks that goes with it. All he has to do to like clear his name is produce the paperwork, and that's it, innit?
Yeah, that's why I was saying before. I'll just carry on my point. Is why I walked away, because that's all he had to do in my eyes, and we could have gone through a few things. Now, when he pulled out with me that week, he pulled out, and then as soon as I put a video sort of turning on him, not turning on, but like saying I want nothing else to do with it, he then emailed me that same night on the Sunday and went, "Oh, Apollo, this is my new number, just ring me." And I thought, well, you've had all week to do that, lad.
Yeah,
and you're only doing it now because I've put that out, and you don't want to lose me on that side of things where I can show it. So I was just like, I'm finished with you, and that was it. And to me, there's a reason he cannot show this paperwork. Like 3D says there, you would just show the fucker, for God's sake, man. You know what I mean? You just would.
But you know what the other thing is as well, though, is like, I think if you look at it from another way, he could be playing the smart game. So if you sort of look at it like this, if he shows his paperwork and it shows that he's innocent, then that's it, done and done. That's like done and dusted, isn't it? And then let's just say a month goes past, then it takes away. Like, people are going to start just sort of forgetting about it. But the longer he drags it out, the more videos he puts up, the more views he gets. It could be like a game, you know, so where he's getting the views because he's dragging it.
I would rather be.
But it's not a smart game like when fucking bricks are going through your mother's house's windows and shit like that, is it? That's not a smart game at all.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, I see a video earlier about someone's windows getting put in, but was that definitely his house?
Mother's house.
Can you hear me now? Is that noise went away, guys?
Yeah, it's gone now, mate. It's gone.
Right, good. It's probably my microphone rubbing off my fat kite or
something.
But
at the end of the day with him, right, I can never say that he's an N. I've still said that after everything. I can't say he's a definite N, and I can't say he's a definite rapist. I can't say those things about him. All I can say is that because he didn't show me the paperwork, in my opinion, there's more things on there than the 2 NFAs, and he can't explain them properly because there's other things on there.
Yeah,
that's what I believe.
What's the difference? So what he put up here, that acro that he did put up.
Yeah, that was just his previous convictions. That was the list of his previous.
What he needed to get was something called.
Sorry,
people wanted to see his NFAs because they know there's a couple on there, but there's supposed to be more, and this is why they want him to show it now. It's an SAR that he needs, which comes from the ACRO office. It's not an ACRO, this thing. It's just from the ACRO office, and it's an SAR, which is a subject access request. And what that does is it shows you all of your NFAs as well.
And
so they want to see that.
see how you're saying, like, so there could be more on it, other accusations. See, since all this has started about, seemingly it's been going on for 3 years. I bet you in that 3 years, people have made accusations, and because the police have been involved, that's got to be recorded, isn't it?
There could be fake accusations on there as well. Maybe he can't show them because he knows it's going to make him look bad anyway. I don't know. It's just a strange situation. I just thought, well, what I heard was when I'd finished with him that he was going to go down there and have to show paperwork. That's how it was spilled out, wasn't it? But it seems to have changed into something else now. Unless they have seen his paperwork, for all I know. I don't know. But you don't know, do you?
No. It's all cloak and daggers, isn't it, in murky waters.
What's this? Hold on a minute. Bam Bam. Apollo. Paddy live and exposure. Is he? So is non-exposure TV having another grass on, is he? It's very strange. I'm finding him at the moment. He seems to be getting a lot of grasses on. Buggies, his mates are grass. Paddy, you're a grass lad. You're a big grass. You're a joke, mate. You know what it is, right? You were second fiddle to that family all your fucking life, lad. You were second fiddle to that family. They even, you know, the McIntyre documentary, and this is fact, and you can take it from me, and you can question it. The McIntyre documentary, Paddy was second fiddle. They went to the proper family first, who we've been talking about tonight, and they knocked it back like a proper family would, and then Paddy was second fiddle. He's even sat in the documentary while they're having a party in a pub across the road going, I can't believe they're across the road in a pub. Like, yeah, because you're a nobody, mate. You're a fucking nobody and you got chased out in Newcastle. Watch this space.
I mean, you all talk about beasts to women. On that McIntyre documentary, do you not remember him saying how he met his wife? Was he, although they were at school together, he dragged her away by the hair and stole her pocket, her dinner money off her, and they'd been together ever since.
Did you see that? I remember that. And they turned around and he went, you think I'm joking? I literally did drag her home by the hair. He's a lunatic. Dog.
Yeah,
absolute lunatic, lad. But I'm just having a look at the comments while you're talking. 2 moments.
Sure, yeah.
So crazy goings on. But you're a no mark pad. You're a no mark lad. You had to run away from Newcastle and live in your ramshackle little farmhouse. You bum.
Where is he now? He's in Hexham, isn't it? Here.
Yeah.
Hexham.
It's up there. Yeah. Well out the way. But don't know what you're thinking you are, Tony Berkskett, thinking you're some kind of big man running across the road with a baseball bat. You've got Paddy on community post telling you that it's him doing it. They're crazy, aren't they? They've got no idea what's going on. That guy is psychotic now in that shed. He is gone with psychosis off the bad weed. Swear to God, lad.
Yeah, a lot of times I think you're tongue-in-cheek when you say that, but he really fucking is psychotic.
No, he is. He's gone. He shouldn't be on YouTube. He used to torture people and pull the teeth out with pliers. He shouldn't be on. He's talking about getting people in the... And this other thing that we were going on about, right?
Wait a minute. Follow it a minute. I want to retract that last statement then.
Yeah.
I'm getting on. You said he's pulling teeth out.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Just crazy stuff like that. Hello, Tracy.
Hiya, hello.
How are you? You all right? Never spoke to you before, but you all right?
I know, but do you know what? I admire everything that you do.
Respect.
I just want to clear one thing up with Decker.
All right, yeah.
So nobody knows abuse more than me, okay?
Right, yeah.
I was sold by my dad and used by my dad. I had a child to my dad. He sold me to taxi drivers, and I'm telling you now, Decker is not.
You don't think
I think, no, 100%. I've looked in his eyes, and do you know what? All I see is pain. He's made bad choices. Maybe he's got into a few confrontations that could be seen that way. He's a doorman. Doormen do what doormen do. And I'm not saying it's okay because I used to walk and dance on the bars myself. Mm-hmm. But you hear something and then the missus comes in and you say nothing. Do you know what I mean? And I think he might have been accused of stuff that hasn't happened because it would have been in work anyway. I'm not saying he hasn't slapped the girl's ass. He's probably slapped about 10, to be fair. Mm-hmm. But when they're all pissed up and they want a big doorman, they do. They act like slappers, and I'm a female, and I'm gonna say it. When they're pissed up and they're vulnerable, come on. we all know he was dabbling in the white and shit like that, and he's cocked off his head. He wants to get his end away. He's a male. Come on, it happens. And I just want to say it from two sides, and maybe he didn't want to show that because he didn't want to disappoint you, because you're the only one that seems to be having his back right now.
What's this? I think all the acro bollocks needs to be binned. If Decker was to put all his NFAs, the YouTube kangaroo court would find him guilty on every single accusation. He wouldn't stand a chance. Good point. Good point, mate. Thanks for that as well. Good point.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Have you been a doorman and have you had girls draping around you and pulling the tits out? Because I've seen it. I've seen it.
I normally pay for that type of thing.
Well, listen, they do it for free. When they're pissed up, they're like, come on, you know you want it. And they're getting the tits out the bra. And I'm like, yo, you need to go home. You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying.
The one.
Yeah.
There'd be like four of us. There'd be me, Sharon, Debbie, and Jill. And we'd all be working the bar. We'd all be doing the tills. And then the guys would say, come on, Trace, can you go in girls' toilets? And they'd be like, no, we're waiting for such a body.
Was that
I'm
you,
not,
Tracy?
I'm not going to name that person. I'm not going to name that person. But at the end of the day, they always went home with them and they had a bit of fun. That's their choice. And I was there, are you okay to get in that cab? Yes, I'm fine. What are you doing? You're not my mum. Well, okay, that's your time to back off and leave them.
The thing is as well, like, I get what you're saying. People, like, with that toilet incident, what he did, right, is the jump on that. Yes, he was done for sexual assault, that's a fact. But the jump on that almost as if you've raped somebody. Do you get what I mean?
He didn't rape anybody.
Oh, no, I know he didn't. I know he didn't. But that's what they try and turn it into just because of that.
With kids and stuff like that. He hasn't done anything.
I hope not. I hope not.
And the any phase for the younger girl, the police would have been all over that with a fine tooth comb.
1,000,000%. Do you really think he'd have carried on and done all these episodes and done what he's done? Are you kidding me? And Apollo, you're the only one that really had his back. And
to be honest with you,
I don't think he had his back. I thought he gave him a chance.
Yeah, I wanted to give him a chance. Now you've got to remember as well, I never supported him, but you've got to tread carefully, or these people won't
if
show
somebody
you.
turns around and says to you, "You did this and you did that," it's proving it, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's going to take a while, but in that process, you're all going to be named because she's naming and shaming you, and then it's only when you get to the end of it you get the answer that you was free and you did nothing wrong. Words are so easy to claim, and I'm just saying it from a female point of view.
Yeah, it's not my place to say. All I'm saying is, all he has is just, the papers. I just don't get it. Like Apollo, I'm sure you agree. Like I said before, it's just a couple of papers. Like you can get in 2 weeks. I just don't fucking get it, mate. You know what I mean?
1,000,000%.
I think so. I think he should have just shown it.
It's not what people are saying. And I hope he smashes the fuck out of Dean. And Dean
the way he defends himself on camera,
he's gonna get his face rearranged because Decker's ready for him. He's slandered him for 6 months, and he's gonna get it. He's gonna get a pasting. He's gonna get the best pasting he's ever had in his life.
You reading the comments?
Conroy, right? If someone get a message to Conroy. Get on my live, you little blurt, and speak to me, a real man. Never mind non-exposure, you little chatting shit bastard. Get on here and have a word with me, Patrick. You're sitting on that channel saying things about the main men again. You absolute blurt. You're a joke, mate. Look at you sitting on a channel, glassing.
You bluff.
Scum. You're all glasses, every one of you.
And Jamie Boyce, man, I said, don't get on, you'll be pissed. I've just had a heart operation, and I'm not long out of hospital, and I wanted to get out for this fight. But I seen you come live, and I joined. And Jamie Boyle turned around and went, don't get on, you'll be drunk. Are you mad? Are you fucking stupid? Get a drink.
Not the Jamie Boyle, is it? Is it just a username, Jamie Boyle?
I don't know. It could be, could be all of them. Could be all of them, Apollo, from exposure. Because I've never heard of Jamie Boyle before.
Crazy. Oh, neither have I.
No.
He's never ever.
But no.
The only lives I go on is Peanuts, Cesspit, and Benji's, and I've never seen him. So I just take it that he's from
hopefully.
Is Cesspit back up and running?
Yeah, they
Sunday,
all
I
start
think, isn't it?
slating you. Fuck them. They're all idiots.
I don't agree with it.
I just can't believe these channels that have got people
Get
on.
up here and say something. That's what I'm saying. Get up here and say something. But I'm telling you now, as a girl, female, with a daughter to her own father, that I chose to raise. I did meet the adoptive parents, but I couldn't give her away. I carried her. And she was 6 months old, and she was there, and they were there, and I was like, nah, she's mine.
What one's Stephen? The one in the middle?
It just makes her more special because I've raised her myself. And we have a fantastic relationship. I've got 3 grandkids. So do you know what? Good comes out of bad sometimes. But everybody's
Can do,
thinking,
yeah, you're right, yeah.
Everybody's thinking Decker, and they're looking for anything they can get on him. Do you know what? If you went through everybody's lives on here, I bet you half of them have got a bloody story to tell. I'm not saying the wrong ones, not by far, but they've all got a story to tell, and they probably tapped a few houses and, you know, slept with a few birds behind the bird's back, and, you know, it's all dodgy shit. It's all wrong ones. But Decker's not a wrong one, 100%.
I'm sure you've seen that video.
Well, I'm going to jump off now.
Find out.
Yeah,
respect,
and I
mate.
do
Thanks
believe that about his phone as well, because I've followed Decker, and do you know when he was supposed to show you, there was nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing at all for 24 hours. And he actually borrowed his brother's phone because he didn't have a phone, and he had to get a SIM card, his spare SIM card, which updated his old details. And I went, Decker, is that you? And he went, yeah. And he said, I've lost my phone. I've had to use my brother's phone. So he did lose his phone.
When was this? Last week?
It was, maybe a week, 2 weeks ago. But I don't know what's gone on behind the scenes because I've been on the bloody hospital ward. But I come out and I said, Decker, are you okay? And I was like, is this you? And he was like, yeah, I'm using my old SIM card because I lost my phone. So I don't know what's gone on.
Tracy, are you friendly with him?
No, I've never, ever spoke to him. Never. Only on here. Messaging him. But I'm a floater, you know. I am and I'm not. And I just watched it all portray out. And then when Apollo come out, I thought, do you know what? He's thinking the same as me. And everybody's quick to sink someone. But say that's you. Say that's you. Would you like to be in his shoes?
Oh, no. Not in a million years.
You know, he's been coked up. He's probably shagged a bird outside the fucking pub or down an alleyway, and he's been caught. And that's on there. It looks bad, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Could I ask Apollo a question? Yeah.
The girls have dropped the knickers like there's no tomorrow.
Apollo.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead. Yeah, I can hear you, mate. Yeah.
You know, like I've said in my videos, I know you've seen them. I completely applaud you know the work you do. You know, exposing the people that need exposing. Does it not worry you all? Yeah. I could not clap enough hard enough. Does it not worry you all the shit that's around it though? You know, in terms of people trying to find out who you are and stuff like that. Honestly, that's all I'm asking.
No. Not in a million years, mate. I wouldn't be doing what I was doing. Mate, at the end of the day, I wouldn't have come on and done it if I don't know what I'm capable of. Do you get what I mean? So
yeah, I'm not talking about
people around me. So
I'm not talking about what you're saying.
at the end of the day, mate, right? At the end of the day, I get what you're saying, and I've got people, right, that ring me from all over the country, certified people who back me what I'm doing, and I've got certified people around me all the time that love what I'm doing. So I've got no fear. I've got no fear of nobody. Never have, never will.
I back what you're doing.
Let's change it then.
If they want to find me that badly,
if they want to find me that
badly for telling the truth, they can.
What it takes for a man to back a man up, and do you know what? I can see Apollo and Deco working together. I can, because do you know when his partner walks away?
At the end of the day, right? If someone came for me and really wanted to,
that's 1,000,000% gold dust, and that's Apollo.
Let's bring someone else into the mix. What about Brett May?
Brett May's a knob.
You see, I don't.
What about him? What do you mean?
It's like what I've seen off here and stuff, and then obviously there was the Apollo and Brett May shit. It seemed when it first came on here, it came across quite well, and then Apollo obviously brought all his stuff out, and then it was a different gravy, wasn't it? So
well, that's the problem. There's loads of people come on YouTube and try and act well, and if I've got something on them, I mean, I had people from Doncaster begging me to put this stuff about them, begging me. Where do you think I got all my information from? People from Doncaster.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, I don't mind anybody who's changed and who's found a different path. I can commend it. But when you haven't and you're still parading around doing these things, jog on, mate. You're a born liar. Listen to him on Atwood, and on top of everything else, what I could say is he's just a born liar. And at the end of the day, he was the one shouting out that he would fight anybody.
Who's got bad feedback?
It's not me. I think.
Don't know.
No, it's not me.
Is it me?
I'll mute somebody. Let's have a look. Who is it? Who is the offender?
Is it me?
I think it is you, mate. Yeah. Let me try and mute you. Hello, Tracy. Can you hear me?
Of course I can, darling.
I think it's you, Tracy, love.
Really?
Do you want to jump back in and out? Just to see?
I
think it's yours just feeding back a little bit. Could be me for all I know. Hold on, I'll unmute you, mate. Yeah, can't even remember what I was saying now. Lost my train of thought. Oh, it's someone else, actually. Let me take this off. That's really bad.
Is it me?
Right. I don't know who that was, La. I've just had to boot people out, put them back in. 3D, are you all right there?
Hello.
I just put people out and brought them back in just to see there. But yeah, like I was saying, I've got no... Can you hear me, yeah?
Yeah.
Don't know where this crackling's coming from, but like I was saying with people, I've got no problem with people who actually have genuinely turned around the corner and are trying to lead a better life, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. But when you're going round and I've got girls still sending me videos saying, you know who's behind this YouTube channel, and if you don't tell us, we're going to do this to you and do that, and they're nothing to do with me. They don't have a clue, you know what I mean?
I can imagine you get shitloads of emails each day from people like, wanting you to take up their cause. I can imagine exactly what it's like. I get it. You're several times above me, and I can imagine it.
Hello.
It's every day. You just haven't got the time to do it, believe me, because I do my own stuff. And then when I came on here, it's took over my life the past couple of weeks. I'm not going to lie.
I can imagine exactly what it's like. Just even as simple as responding to comments, to subscribers, it's a full-time fucking job, isn't it, mate?
Apollo, can I ask who's on the panel, please?
We've got 3D Fight Fan, and we have Ash T.
3D Fight Fan is amazing.
No, thank you. That's the best thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's only when you jump on, and I have jumped on yours, but I don't go into your chat. I always stay in the cesspit.
Yeah, I've not done many lives, to be fair. I've only done 3.
And I know the cesspit. Yeah, I know the cesspit is like, doesn't sound good to jump into. I told my brother in New Zealand, and he's like, cesspit, really? And I was like, no, I said, somebody's got my back. And then Peanut, and now Apollo.
Yeah, man. I've got someone messaging me there saying Mr. Mongroys admitting to smoking too much herbs, and he's got paranoia.
Oh dear.
Quality. Yeah. Well, I've always said that he's got psychosis.
Apollo,
I did a video.
You know what?
It was one of my first videos. Yeah.
You need to be credited for the work that you do for men, because so easily a woman can turn around and go, he's a beast, he's done that. And it's like they always protect the girl and they don't protect the male.
Yeah.
And
I understand
you're there and you're protecting the guy, to be fair. And I'm protecting.
It's the same with
I think he's made bad choices, and I think he'd be a bit embarrassed because it will show that he's probably bent a girl over a fucking car and he's been arrested. But end of the day,
look at this guy in the chat. Look at this guy in the chat. Proud to be a Geordie, Apollo. Look at your mod, you sausage. So just for calling me a sausage and being a batty fish, I'm going to time you out. Goodbye. asking me to check my mods and then calls me a sausage.
Apollo don't give a shit.
But better than being called a bacon, I suppose. But
I like it that you look at it from the male perspective, which I've never known. It's the same with I've never known anybody that will back a guy. And how can he have all or nothing? How can he do a movie? How can he do all this? They would have done checks. Are you mad?
I think someone said that.
Well, the thing is, he got in America, didn't he? He did get in America in 2016, didn't he? And I would have thought their checks were pretty big after the terrorism, I suppose.
I mean, he's not on no register or anything, is he?
No, not that I'm aware of, no. No. It's just got out of control, hasn't it? But a lot of these wrong-uns that were trying to out him were total wrong-uns themselves. And that's why they can't be left alone, because they could be worse, you know what I mean? It's just...
But they're irrelevant. They're just nobody.
Chasing wrong-uns just baffles my mind.
Apollo, my point is, when you're pointing the finger, there's three pointing back at yourself.
Yeah.
So,
that's it. Well, it's come on top for them now, hasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And look at how many people now they're going for all of them now, and they're all running at even fucking dirty, fucking shitty, Paddy fucking Conroy, the one-eyed patch bastard. He's probably I won't even think. He scares me. I've seen him once, and he scares the life out of me. Makes the hackles on my back stand up. He's wrong. 1,000,000% wrong.
Bad.
And I've seen him. I've looked at his face. Buggies as well. Buggies is dodgy as well.
Well, there's something going on with them, isn't there? I think that's plain to see.
Buggies is dodgy because he gave me his number. I was crying on cesspit and he gave me his number. And I obviously spoke to Peanut, because obviously Peanut and cesspit are close.
Yeah.
But I could have chose the wrong number. Do you know what I mean? He's literally in a choice. It's a split decision. Straight away he gave me his number. Didn't even know me. First time I'd ever been online. And it was like he gave me his number because I was crying and I was upset because we was talking about this stuff. And obviously I do have PTSD and I have unstable disorder, where I have support workers that do come and talk to me and tell me it's okay. You know what I mean? I have to learn to live around men because I don't like men. But then I tell them about cesspit. Well, I say cesspit, and then I say film boy, and then Peanut and Benji, and now you, and you're all in my face now. And I was like, they're so strong, and they're not scared of nothing. And you guys, you're like in my head, and I know it sounds a little bit stupid, but it's like Batman, Spider-Man, Superman, all of you. You're all like, you're not scared of nothing. And you'll go out and get the baddies. But I've never even been to a beach. I've never been to a zoo. I've never been anywhere. And
well, it's plenty time, you know, Tracy. You're not too old, you know.
I know, but I'm 52 now. I've had 3 heart attacks. I've had 2 strokes. And I'm going out for lunch with my daughter on Sunday. And
oh, nice.
We're taking a few elderly residents that live near my daughter that they don't have no family. One's blind and
sorry, Tracy. Sorry, just to stop you a moment. It's you.
Sorry.
It's you, 3D Fight fan. Sorry, it's you, 3D Fight fan, who's got the bad feedback, and everybody's saying you're recording. What you recording for, la?
Well, it wasn't me then. Sorry.
No, it wasn't, Tracy. It wasn't you. Sorry, girl. It was
No,
him.
you're okay.
Yes, Film Boy's in the chat. Respect, Film Boy.
Yes,
Back
Film
on Sunday.
Boy.
Jump on, mate, if you want. But yeah, Film Boy's going to be back on Sunday, smashing it.
Jake's up.
Of course, man. I'm only looking after it a little bit till he's back.
Tell him not to fall out with me.
No. Where is he? Who's this? See that? No, he'd never fall out with you. He loves you, Tracy. He's always sticking up for you.
Yeah, but you go on Film Boys and you're amazing with Film Boy.
I like Film Boy. I always
Film
have.
Boy's the
Many
best
channels
ever.
I like.
Film Boy's the best
I like
ever.
what he says and stuff. So he's only one of the only decent lives I've seen.
He makes me, you and him, make me believe in the male species, if you get what I mean. And Peanut as well.
He's a man. Oh no, cesspit. Being in the pub all day could be dangerous.
Oh dear.
Up to you, mate. If you don't want to jump on, you don't have to. But if you want to,
Film
you
Boy,
can
love
kick some ass. It's up to you. Being in the pub all day, lad. Respect.
I'm just like going on to Apollo's.
No. Apollo's army in the cesspit. We are one.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, crazy goings on.
You make me feel better now. Cesspit and Apollo's army are one. So I'm not wrong then.
Definitely. We're all chasing the same thing. Apart from Eerie. I'm only winding him up, you know. I have a bit of fun with him, Eerie, sometimes.
Eerie, I can't.
It's crazy, isn't it?
We have a love-hate relationship because he apologised to me, but he slags Film Boy off, and I will not have it. He goes on to Exposure, and I don't go on there, but I do listen, and I see all the snakes.
Yeah.
And we watch all the people, me and Benji and Peanut, we all watch everybody that's commenting, and, you know, we all watch them. We're all like secret watchers. Me, Peanut, and Benji.
The watchers. Respect. Well, I'm going to end this live, guys, because I'm a bit tired now. It's been an hour and a half for me, nearly. That's not good. But I've got COVID, haven't I? I got COVID tonight. Tested myself, so I'm feeling a bit.
Oh, bless you.
Positive as the night goes on. Yeah, I'll be all right, Mike. But I just feel a bit like wasted at the moment. But thanks for coming on, everyone. It's been great. Thanks very much for coming on.
I love you loads, and I appreciate everything that you're doing.
No, big respect to all of you, good people. But I'll let you go, guys. Big respect.
Like
thanks for coming on.
Like you.
Peace out.
We'll all try. Thanks, mate. Well, there we go, guys. Just a quick one. That was quite. Where have I put my phone now? My other phone. Yeah, I think we'll leave it on the fact of the deluded man in the shed. All right, the deluded man in the shed. What you need to remember, lad, is that you are a joke. All right, someone tried to run over. You know the man. They tried to run over him yesterday, and he says nothing. But you, Patrick, get called an N, and you had to ring the busies. So who's the copper's narc? Good evening.